If you'd be so kind, it might be enough. If you take the time, you might win my love. And hold me in your arms until I get better. Hold me in your arms until I can leave. My number one goal with MyPOVGuitar is to help you realize your version of great. That means different things to different players, to different people. It depends on what type of music you want to do. Playing guitar is a huge spectrum. And it's overwhelming at first if you try to just look at it like that. But what do you want to do with it, right? Do you want to be a virtuoso? Do you want to play solos and do all the things? Do you want to do metal? Or are you using it as a tool for songwriting, you know? Very Beatles-esque type things where you could play some cool licks and riffs, but you know, the main focus is songwriting. That's my jam. That's my version of great. That's what I wanted to do with guitar. I want to help you figure that out, because when you figure that out, and a lot of that has to do with your musical taste anyway, you know. But one thing that you have to do, two things you have to do. The guitar has to be in your hand, in your hands. You have to be holding a guitar to get better. You can learn all the things online, read it out of a book. Muscle memory is how you advance. No matter what your version of great is, you have to start at the beginning. Everybody has to start at the beginning. So you have to learn the fundamentals, and in order to get the fundamentals down, you have to have the guitar in your hand. So pick the guitar up. Keep it. Hold it. Fall asleep with it. That's what Jimi Hendrix used to do. These are important things, and then the rest, you can just take it step by step. The guitar is a beautiful instrument, and it layers. It builds upon, one thing builds upon the other. So without the fundamentals, you can't be your version of great. You just can't, right? Everything from holding the guitar in the beginning is overwhelming. Like, what is this thing? Like, it's this piece of wood with strings, and what am I supposed to do with it? Even that is awkward. Everything is foreign if you've never done it before. And if you're doing it wrong or you're not comfortable with it, then that's step one, and then everything else is going to be more difficult along the way, you know? So in the course, you know, we go through how to hold the guitar, how to play with a strap, you know, even sitting down. In the beginning, beginner guitarists, the things they complain about are their fingers being sore. You know, you have to toughen up your fingers. That's one thing. You know, I go into great detail on why it might be your guitar causing a lot of that trouble, the action on the guitar. But I also teach you how to make chords in a different way than most people would probably teach you in the beginning, because I want to focus on your stronger fingers. So I teach a bunch of easy chords that you can immediately play songs to, because I believe in quick wins. Again, that the key is to keep holding this thing, right? So I'll teach you an E minor like this, and then an easy C, and then an easy G. And already you could play. Zombie by the Cranberries. And then I start getting you to add fingers. So we're slowly building our way to those major chords and strengthening fingers in pairs. These two fingers, 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 later. And then strumming, you know, we start slow. We just, and use a metronome, all these things, but we take one thing at a time, because it doesn't matter how much rhythm you have over here if the notes are not ringing out. You know, with those easy chords, you're playing a lot of open strings, so it automatically teaches you to kind of dome out and let those open strings ring. That way, when it comes time to start fingering those strings instead of having them open, you've already kind of got that dome in place. All this stuff is strategically thought out to make it faster for you, because the fundamentals are everything. In the beginning, I wanted to be Eddie Van Halen, realized I couldn't do that, or I didn't want to do it. I got tired of the hair band stuff. I still like Van Halen, but I kind of started playing at the mid to late 80s. You know, I was doing Poison, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, all the things. I just got so sick of that music. And I put the guitar down, and I didn't think I wanted anything to do with it, because everything was all about flashy and this and that. And I didn't think it was that great to listen to after a while. It kind of seemed like showing off. It was great, you know. And then the alternative revolution happened in the 90s, and grunge happened, and solos kind of became out of fashion, right? And songwriting became more, and then I picked it back up, because I fell in love with music because of the Beatles. And to me, that's my version of great. Great songs, cool guitar riffs, great harmonies, great melodies, great songs. And that's it, man. There's my template for greatness there. That's, you know, if I can get halfway to the Beatles, that was always the thing. After I discovered that, you know, the guitar became a tool for me to write. I just wanted it to write melodies with, to write songs. I don't know why you say you love me. I don't know why I say it back. You string me along and then you're gone for days, and you disappear into the atmosphere. And that was cool for a while. And then I wanted to start playing out. Started playing open mics and trying to sing and play at the same time. That was its own thing that I had to learn how to get decent at. But I wasn't really interested in playing in cover bands and just doing, I was interested in songwriting. But, you know, it's kind of hard to find gigs, for one thing, and put together a band. At least it was then for me, doing original songs. And to be quite honest, I probably didn't have enough songs to do a full set anyway, so I would have to put covers in there as well. But I wanted to do off covers. I wanted to do things that maybe you never heard of. And I love turning people on to new music. But, you know, just playing open chords and trying to sing, man, you can throw a rock in this town and there's a ton of people who can do that. I wanted to stand out. And something Jeff Buckley said before he put the band together, you know, for Grace, and he was doing everything solo, he used to write it down, and it was voice, body, guitar. And he would try to like be the best at all those things. So his voice, obviously, right? But he is a very underrated guitar player as well. So he would do all these intricate things while he was playing with that beautiful voice. Then he just embodied it anyway, and lived the music and breathed it. And he was cool to look at and had great stage presence and was in full control. So voice, body, guitar kind of became a thing that I wanted to do. And then I started writing songs that were based in fingerpicking because I wanted to capture the audience's attention. You know, a solo guy with an acoustic guitar who didn't sing like Jeff Buckley. I mean, I was okay, right, vocally, but it wasn't like, oh gosh, right home about it, you know? So that's when I started writing songs using finger picking. If you'd be so kind, it might be enough. If you take the time, you might win my love. Hold me in your arms until I get better. Hold me in your arms until I can leave. And then I would do covers like Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah, Jeff Buckley's version of Hallelujah. Just to make things more interesting. That was my version of great. That's what I wanted to do. For this lesson, the main thing is keep holding this guitar. I cannot stress enough muscle memory. All these things that seem so hard in the beginning to do, the fingers hurting, the not being able to ring all the notes out, playing with rhythm, all those things you'll get. You have to do it a bite at a time though and tackle that. And once you do it, it's muscle memory. You don't think about it anymore. And that way, advancing actually becomes easier because there's some things you don't even think about. A great example of how muscle memory will take over and you'll have all this learning, all the fundamentals, is a song that I'm looking to write now. And it just kind of fell in my lap, and it uses like an A major 7 in the open position shape. I wasn't playing that. I hardly ever play that shape. But for some reason, I was doing it up the neck. Because it won't sound good up the neck everywhere if you try to hit multiple strings, right? Well, with what I know about finger picking, I just immediately started I don't know the names of those chords. I can figure it out. I've looked into it, you know, tried to figure out what I was doing to try to replicate that. But that was just a matter of taking some of the fundamental learnings, a shape, and just goofing around because I happened to have the guitar in my hand and was goofing around. And sometimes your hands just start doing stuff like this. And now I'm going to write a song, and I can't wait to show it to you. I hope it ends up being a good song. But I'm excited about it, and I'll show you the finished product at some point. But it was an accident, but it was all because of fundamental learning and then keeping the guitar in my hand. And I ended up coming up with this brand new thing to me, right? Let me know in the description what your version of great is. You know, what do you aspire to be as a guitar player? What are the goals that you have? And if there's anything I can do to help you work toward that. So if you want to speed up the fundamental learning process, I invite you to go to MyPOVGuitar.com. Take a look at the beginner course. Everything is in order for maximum efficiency, because my goal for you, I want you to want to pick up the guitar. I don't want you to dread it. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. At some point, once you learn the fundamentals, learning new things, because they build on those fundamentals, then you start to look at this more like a blank canvas instead of this, it's overwhelming. You're not afraid of the guitar anymore. Learning the fundamentals will help you advance to do whatever it is in your mind that makes you a great player. You must have the fundamentals first. So I invite you to go to mypovguitar.com, and we'll see you in the next lesson.